Okay. So an early empty gallery. Right. So my stuff's gonna go here, here. Do you know that's bigger than I thought? Is that a meter?
I only need the Wi-Fi from you because I have a square up. If somebody wants to buy something.
The Wi-Fi on the first page.
Oh, okay. So wait, it shows the way because I got it. I stand. I have cute.
Some people they read it too.
No, cute.
My handwriting work, and they all have colors.
Downstairs. There's a very lights, man. God, look at this. So look how this is. So nice and see. Yeah, totally empty, so it'll be full. It's the hanging system, I don't get it. So yeah, just outside the gallery, I'm actually curating, just winging it basically. I don't know what I'm doing. Hopefully, you know, it comes out good. But so far, so good, man. Artists I've seen are pretty good. So just gotta wait for the rest of the guys. To show you be hanging it. Obviously, because I'm the one creating, I've got one of the main spaces. As you see here, we've got 1984. I just put them in position for now so that we can then hang them up. I know where mine are going. So 1984 is coming. The Kassan, the farmer protest, Innocence of Youth, which is the gun drawing. Got my newest one here, which is Devolution of Man, which obviously still needs to be worked on a bit, but it's pretty much done. And then I'm playing chess, you're playing Flip 4. And then my one called Hell's Kitchen, and that one's original, print, original, print, original, print. Fortunately, it's so expensive for the frames that, you know, I have to, I have to put the prints up. Luckily, my color pencil ones, it's very hard to damage compared to my pencil drawings. Even a little bit of water on my pencil drawings, they knacker the paper. This stuff's quite durable, actually. Trust me, I've tested it. So Curtis, man, how you doing?
Is there stuff going from here?
Here he is. Got a lot of thingies. We'll have to figure out the lighting tomorrow. What looks best. Can I say something, Dulal? And this is just some constructive criticism. Your artwork looks better in real life. Yeah, I don't know whether you're taking photos, how you're scanning your stuff.
No, the ones that you see down there, the only one that, so the white scan, so that was actually probably better.
So are you taking them by a camera, or are you taking them by scans?
So the white scan,
Yeah.
the other rest of them are being taken from.
By by camera. Yeah, this is the problem I got as well, man.
Yeah. But
what is that? I wish it got fucking wrong. You done that. Oh, alright, so we have to do the freaking push it in a bit. That's it. Okay, so that's the top one. Okay. Okay, you seen it? It's locked in it, man.
yeah, properly locked.
Locked, double locked, double locked. Now let's get this bloody thing down. Because coming down. Oh yeah, it's okay. It's all done, isn't it? All done. Okay. So first official day, 5 to 12. A little bit early. Better to be early than late. And obviously everything's shut down and set up last night. So hopefully everything's cool. Now here is the main bit now, where we open the shutters. How do you get it in? There is it. Not that hard. You coming up? Coming up. Up, away. And actually. Up, away. Right to the top. I gotta sort my artwork out, man. And oh god, hard to get out. And the top key is missing. That's the right one. I think this is it. Yep, this is the right one. And the top one is this. Okay. How you doing, Natalie? Yeah, I was looking good, man. Still up. I didn't get no sleep last night, man. So, outside of Spazio Gallery. It's actually a couple of days in now, so we've tweaked it a bit. So I thought, let me film how it looks today, because when you're doing an exhibition, you kind of like, you know, have the first 1 or 2 days. It's a little bit, you know, you have to kind of tweak things a little bit over time. So as you can see, it's a nice area, beautiful sunny day. Down the road there was a fire the other day, so a bit busy down here. But I'm just going to walk you through the actual exhibition. Let me just do it. Hopefully no one walks in. Doing this, it's empty at the minute. As you can see, this is the front. Decided to put 2-pack. This is an artist called Dalal. There's amazing black and white pencil work, which is downstairs, and this is obviously my mate Jopti. He does also does street art work, but also does like mainstream stuff as well. So I wanted to put something that, you know, people recognise that front. As you can see, the Spazio Gallery. Big up to Carlos, the director of this. That's how we managed to get the space. And show notice for a big discount. So let's walk in. Obviously, as I'm the curator, I got the best spot. Yeah, and basically Vic, who's the one that me and him collaborated, and we're the two that put this together, so he got his spot as well. So yeah, obviously we have to have our perks in it for basically arranging everything. So we both had our own different roles, but my role was curating, which was to decide what goes where, and he had his own things to do as well, designing stuff and, you know, the posters, and overall it was a collaboration. Great guy, man. So as you can see, I want to go down there later. There's a downstairs as well, but let's go through the top floor first. So here's my stuff up to here. Everyone knows about 1984 is coming, obviously. Here's a print. The next time, kind of the heat was so much, it's bowing the cardboard. So next time I'm actually gonna, I want to start exhibiting the originals of these, but I have to invest in frames. Obviously I'm a poor artist, so I have to just put the prints up for now. So, you know, everyone knows what the story of this is, basically. You know, a fascist boot of social media. And one of the sayings that I really like is from Voltaire: I do not agree with what you have to say, but will defend to the death your right to say. Obviously I want to defend to the death, but I think, you know, people have a right to say things. I don't have to put my neck out on the line for you, but I don't think you should be attacked. Obviously incitement to violence is something else, right? So
Yeah, I don't want to go too close because I don't like the prints. The closer I go, the more fuzzy. So especially with my gun drawing, I'm a bit, yeah, the originals are very crisp. This one's, not. So obviously this is the Kisan one, which was basically about the farmers' protest in India, where Modi was trying to squeeze out the small farms by introducing free laws, which, went under kind of no scrutiny, and the farmers were not consulted, and so the protesters went to parliament, and for nearly a year or over a year camped outside, and they managed to repeal the law. Now, the shackles here are actually the shackles of India, the government, but I want to do a new one where they've broken the shackles, and this is a famous picture of an old Sikh farmer getting attacked by the police, and I thought let me put that in there. And the same farmer, the same policeman were also being fed by the Sikhs. So we believe in langar, which is free food for people, and this is real. Obviously I've added a bit more to it, so I actually put the actual policeman into there, but there was policemen there, so I've just put my own spin onto it. Yeah, so proud of that one. And then you got obviously my Innocence of Youth, which is basically about gun violence. Don't want to go too close because I hate going close because it's all fuzzy in it, so I have to put the originals up. Names of children that are being killed by gun violence over a 2-year period. 2019 to 21, as you can see, some of them as young as 0 years old. And yeah, here's some other work as well. Obviously got to sell stuff in it, so these are prints, some of the older stuff. These are more just copies of drawings. This one was obviously about the cruelty of kind of transport of animals. So it's called End of the Road, and how would you feel if you was in a transport truck for like 24 hours or 38 hours, and then you had no water or anything. Yeah, Sikh soldiers. Got the business cards out, got the prices of the prints and stuff here. Got some other ones which are smaller pieces, Maharaja Dalip Singh, and you got Maharaja Ranjit Singh as well. So there you go. Now here is my devolution of man. Still got to work on it. It's a little bit rough. So I need to add more detailing here and just basically tweak it. Come out quite good. I'm pretty happy with it. Needs adjustment, obviously. So basically, I think I've spoken about it before. I don't believe in the devil, like a real life devil, but I believe man can become the devil. So you obviously got the evolution of mankind, if you believe in it, and that's basically Australopithecus, that's Homo erectus, that's Homo neanderthal, that's Homo sapien, and then I feel like mankind, because they're low IQ sheep, as you can see here. There's a sheep there, just so that I can show you, and then there's a sheep here as well, right? So the sheep represents the masses, and the masses are the ones that, who don't think for themselves, normally are the ones that cause the most problems, because they just follow anything. So yeah, and then it's going to devolve into the demon and ultimately the destruction of mankind. Yeah. So yeah, some of the people are pretty chilled in it, like this little kid. This woman's doing yoga. The horses are legging it, training in there. So you got some butterflies, wasps, and this is kind of showing that how we're innate. We're kind of like, human beings are kind of out of touch with nature. Homo sapiens are. So we seem to always want to kind of like, change things. Now I'm not against development or technology, but there is a limit. So the other thing about the nuclear bomb in the background, there's a book burning, and the burning book is basically a quote from Oppenheimer, who created the nuclear bomb in 1945, and basically he was a big fan of the Bhagavad Gita, and when he was successful with the nuclear bomb, he said, "Now I become death, the destroyer of worlds." And that was the same from Vishnu when he was fighting in the Mahabharata, and he wiped out his enemies like a nuclear bomb. So yeah, he kind of realized that he's unleashed something that it's very hard to put back into the bag. Yeah, so Then you got my I'm playing chess, you're playing Connect 4, obviously. My famous I'm playing chess, you're playing Connect 4. And like I said, man, the low IQ sheep out there, man, you've got to stop being sheeps. And like, you know, I've said in the past, when you're kind of going against an opponent, this is why I've never been defeated, man, because I'm always using all the pieces, right? If I have to use the law, I'll use it. Social media, free thinker as much as I can be, morals, the arts, which is this, my humour, obviously that can be pretty funny. If I got to call the police, I'll do it. I believe you need to be red pilled so you're not the blue pill. Empathy, being able to understand your opponent. Faith, obviously I'm a Sikh, so my faith comes into it. And most of you people, you know, just start spazzing out, you know, you're a low IQ sheep, and you start, so you're playing Connect 4, right? You're like, I can't believe it, you said this. So then it goes from being upset, sensitivity, whinging, and it always goes to becoming irrational, furious, savage, we hate, and then threats. Obviously I've got to the threat stage, not really been attacked yet. So the next stages are basically slap, you know, it could be kill, murder, punch, and obviously the shackles are the shackles of people that aren't basically mentally shackled, mentally handcuffed, so they can't think for themselves. So even though I'm one person, I can actually defeat a whole crowd because I'm thinking for myself, right? I'm not, you know, shackled by your group think. Obviously here's one of the ones. So this is a print, this is an original, and this is called Hell's Kitchen. And basically, you know, if you believe, I believe that God is merciful, right? So if God is merciful, then He will show His, you know, children, His creation, mercy when they misbehave, like a mother. So a mother, when their children misbehaving or behaving, she'll reward them, and when they're misbehaving, she will punish them, but the punishment must be proportional. So if the mother then puts their kids into an oven, does that make sense? So it's a bit like God punishing their children but putting them into eternal hellfire, which isn't a billion years, a trillion, a quadrillion years. It's forever, basically. So I believe reincarnation is a much more, let's say, compassionate punishment, because at least you have another chance to get out of the cycles of rebirth and birth and everything. So yeah, obviously everyone gets triggered. What's kind of weird here, I've had lots of people come in, from Christians to Muslims to Jews. Everyone only sees their own religious symbol. So the Jewish people only see this, the Muslims only see this, and the Christians tend to only see the cross in it. And so it's kind of weird how your brain just focuses on your own religious symbol. It's kind of a good social experiment. Obviously there's a coom, it's there, which was a fruit in hell, which is 1,000,000 times hotter than the sun, that, you know, the devil puts on your throat. I mean, it's basically just to show my kind of skills for my portrait and pet business, basically. You know, and you know, I've got a portrait and of the man, and I've got the cat and the little puppy and stuff that I did before. Got my business cards, and then this is just a drawing that I did to practice eyes and stuff quite a long time ago. A lot of people like this, but I don't really like it. Here's another one. You know, actually I'm starting to like this more, actually. I have not seen this drawing for a long time. So it's been in my portfolio and it's such a long time, only 5 years, I think. It's actually pretty good, actually. So I might actually start looking at that one, but I find this one boring. I've got this. I've got obviously my prints underneath. The smaller A1s. You can see. So yeah, I've sold 2. So I'm happy about that. Okay, Manny bought one as well. So I sold another one as well. So yeah, that's basically all my stuff. You can see, let's go through the rest of the stuff. Yeah, so we'll go to Vic. Now obviously I can't speak for their artwork, but I'm speaking for, because everyone's like, oh right, I just make so much on your stuff, but it is my stuff. I know what I'm talking about, my stuff. You know, this is Vic, is a digital artist, actually could do freehand work as well. So he's actually got an amazing kind of portfolio. So he does digital artwork. I've said to him that he needs to kind of like design like a superhero group, you know, that he can do, because he's got some really great designs of, I don't know, characters and stuff. So this is Vic, you know, one of the most reliable people that I've met in a long time. So you know, if it wasn't for without him, man, I don't think I could have done this exhibition, and he couldn't have done it without me. The reason I like him is because if I ask him to do something, he'll try his best, right? He won't be like, oh, I'll do it, and then you know, totally screws it up, or I'll do it but doesn't do nothing. But he'll do it. You know, 9 times out of 10 he does it great. But if he can't, at least he's tried in it. He's tried his best. So yeah, here's some of his others. I mean, one of the things I've been advised as well. Oh God. Don't cry, guys. It's just I've actually advised him. Like people have advised me as well. Like, you know, I think some of his other artwork should go up as well. I don't know why he hasn't put this one up, this one up. I was like, well, I don't think he has actually. So it's kind of weird why he's chosen the pieces he's chosen. Because I would have actually put this one. Obviously people say, why, Raj, that's sexist. Oh, come on. There's a couple other ones that I put on here. So we're all kind of advising each other in it about what works and what doesn't. So I would have thought that he could have put some of his other pieces that I personally like more. It's weird because certain pieces I don't like, you know, because people are saying, I'll put these pieces up, right? I was like, I don't like them. But then again, people like them, so you've got to balance stuff out. So this is Vic. Yeah, I personally really like these two. Obviously, because there are just sexist, do you like it because of that? And no, it's not just that. Obviously, that's factored in. I'm a man, you know, heterosexual man. But yeah, there's other stuff in there that is good as well. What I'm going to do is just, I'm going to go more into this artist later. This is Paul. So basically, Paul's artwork is that he does kind of records and things, and then he puts all these kind of montages on there. And so Paul's artwork's downstairs as well, but we had this one here. This is the hand of God with his brain. On the private view, this actually dropped down, so this is actually after private view. So if you have a look, it dropped down, his brain really got brain damaged. So he's got another one there. This is my good friend Jotti. If you look at the front, I showed you the 2-pack. And this is his other work. Jotti's a fellow Sikh, obviously. Yeah, he's a good friend of mine. I've known him since 2014. We used to exhibit together as the collective, and he does like airbrushing. I mean, this is an airbrush, original. You know. Think about it, it's an airbrush. This is airbrush and still, Muhammad Ali. And he's got loads of artwork, including Sikhi artwork. So I used to exhibit with Jotti and Jigmore here, and we used to be called the Collective. Now this group here is a new group, and it's called the Solar Collective. So the group here, but we was the original Collective with a K and the O, yeah, the K-O, the O used to be a Khanda, because we used to mainly do only Sikh artwork and exhibit. We exhibit in so many places. Then we kind of drifted apart, still kept in contact. But then, yeah, I just said, look man, let's start exhibiting our non-Sikh artwork. And let's make it, innit? Then here's Jigmore. Yeah, big up to Jigmore. You know, he's a young Sikh brother. I always said to him, you know, you're one of my favourite artists, man. You just need to kind of like really push yourself. And I hadn't seen him for quite a while. And then so when I saw his new artwork, I was like, yeah, the guy's really like up to like 10 levels, man. So Biggie. And he does some other stuff as well. He's Sikhi stuff, man. Yeah, especially the Punjabi kind of cultural stuff. Now I'm a bit of a nerd, innit? I know who Biggie is. I know who Nas is. I wasn't sure who Gangster is. I do know who the Wu-Tang. I think it's Wu-Tang Clan. Yeah. So it shows my age. So the Wu-Tang. I really love this one, Bruce Lee one. I don't know what it is about it, man. And so he also does kind of like, you know, paintings like this as well, with watercolor, which is beautiful. And this is one of my favorites, man. This is hence why he got the top spot, one of the big spots here, innit? Which is basically a beer thingy. Unfortunately, it's a bit of light on it, as you can see. Now, this is another artist called Soella. She's an Iranian, like Banksy and Sam M. And yeah, she's not too happy with the Iranian government either, like Banksy. Really love her work as well. She wasn't originally on the top floor, but because she's friends with Natalie, I said, look, this is your space, and Natalie actually gave her a spot. So as you can see, you know, really beautiful artwork. You know. I mean, everything's so different, which is what I like about this Solar Collective. Like, you know, we're just all so different. And so then here's Natalie. I mean, what can I say about Natalie? Bloody hell. you know, only crazy can understand crazy, right? Like, I'm crazy and she's crazy. So we've been here most of the day, throughout the week. And it's coming at around 1:30, I think. So this is quite early at the moment, so that's why it's quiet. And I met her a couple of months ago at this venue, and she was really kind of put in a really horrible section next to the stairs. And I remember thinking, wow, like, what's she doing next to the stairs downstairs? So she does poetry as well, so back to front. And then she does the artwork to kind of complement the poetry or vice versa, but they wouldn't allow her to do both. So I wanted both of them on it. So here's one of, dude, oh my God, I haven't even seen this one properly up close, man. Oh God, this is like George Floyd. I'm gonna have to ask her exactly what's going on here, to be honest with you. Yeah, so yeah, I just love different styles, you know, and this one is free. And then you got these ones over here. She does t-shirts as well. I'll probably get her to speak a little bit. And over here, raw, free spending, free goods, and so a lot of people really love this one. It's an amazing piece. She's got her own book as well. It's a Natalie Summer, all the prints and stuff, doctors and nurses. So yeah, really, really great. So yeah, I mean, one of the things is that normally when I've been here, because I've been here quite a lot, other people's exhibitions, I sort of thought to myself, okay, the top's really great, and then when I go downstairs, the standard kind of drops a little bit here, or quite a lot depending. So what I wanted to do was to make sure that, you know, the whole of the venue was kind of equally strong, and downstairs could even be better than upstairs. I mean, it's up to each person, innit? I worked on the basis first comes, first serve, and so the thing was that, you know, the people I knew, I contacted first, innit, and I didn't know the other people, so Vic contacted them, and we had a situation where most of the people that were contacted first were my guys. So but next time what we'll do is, like, you know, whoever I feel is best for the best place will be there, right? Downstairs. It's a bit quiet at a minute, so it's a good time to come. So like I said, I've done, this is Curtis, otherwise aka Mag. You might see him sometimes on Jedi's drawing with his hand, so just adding my little 2 bits to the drawing. So this is like a group piece of artwork on these jackets. So here's the rest of his stuff. Beautiful paintwork, and then show his bio here. Yeah, here's his jackets. There you go. And this is obviously this the whole of Curtis and stuff. And then you've got Paul, Dylan. So he does like montage of pictures on there. Also he's got his one that I showed earlier of the frame. He's got 2 pieces upstairs. So there you go. Yes, he's okay, he's based in Hackney, right? Polydor, and then you got here's the Sex Pistols, right? Sex Pistols. I was told that it's a bit wonky because he believes this is rock, innit? This is punk rock, it should be a bit wonky. And we have Teresa. His artwork is a mix of like photography and digital artwork. A piece sold in the middle, so we've got to replace it. Congratulations to obviously. And you got these pieces. And yeah, don't ask what that looks like. But okay, into that. And you got the bios and stuff. I don't know if we're the bio, is it? Okay, this is Fumi. Yeah, this piece was actually over there originally, and these pieces were there, and I was like, nah, this piece is too strong to stay over there. So yeah, it's made up of like I don't know what it's like these little. I don't know how she's doing it. Man. This must be fucking very time consuming. I don't know. She makes all this stuff. She like glues it together. Yeah, right up that piece, and this one here as well. See, and you've got the same thing. And then this one here is crazy, man. The more you look at it, the more it's crazy. All the little bits and pieces, isn't it? All together. You can see. This is Dulau. You saw his piece upstairs of Tupac. As you can see, amazing, like hyper-realistic artwork. Love the hair, man. You know, it's one thing is very hard to draw here, so I think he's nailed it, and the lips look amazing as well. Yeah, this is incredible. One of my favourite, actually, Delau. Lives in Cambridge. This Walter White, one of my favourite series, Breaking Bad. Yeah, he's captured him very well, so you can see. Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah, super talented. Yeah, it's hard to meet pencil artists, especially Asian pencil artists. So yeah, it's the first one I've met that's pencils and like that. This is Vlad. Yeah, really love Vlad's work. It's basically, you know, oil paints. They kind of look like digital paintings, but they're not, as you can see. They're actually, yeah, oil paintings. Yeah. So yeah, he's actually from Romania. So obviously, I kind of reference Vlad the Impaler because he was Romanian, wasn't he? So yeah, can't help it, man. I have to keep doing it. I keep reminding him. Yeah, amazing piece, man. Can I have a look? Pieces. Someone's come down, so I'll look. This one here wasn't actually there originally, but I decided to put it here. So yeah, I really love this one. It's an amazing piece. Yeah, this is Shabrains or Obid. Another high realist. Didn't realize he's only 21 years old, man. This is crazy. Incredible artist, man. Really nice dude as well. Yeah, I'm just filming, so I'm just talking to the camera. I haven't gone mad. There's just something else. I'm the creator, so I was the one that organised. I just want to capture some of the pieces. So. Yeah, so there's Shabrain, and this is actually Shabrain, the young lad. Yeah, really nice dude as well. Not really talented, but super nice. Yeah, got this one here. Yeah, I like the fact that he kind of mixes like his culture with the artwork. So here you have the sign of Africa, the beads and everything. And then you got obviously over here as well, Africa sign. And this one is Cheryl. And so Cheryl is actually like, yeah, like this is one of my favourite pieces. In fact, as soon as I saw it, it was like, this is going to go in the centre, right? This is why it's in the centre. Yeah, put it in the centre for a reason. I thought, okay, I love it. I'm not sure whether I love the elephant, the hatti, we call it in the Punjabi. Because, you know, I think my mum loves elephants. Like, whenever she buys something, it's got, she always just try to get a little elephant on there. So maybe that's the reason being, you know, I just love the elephant. It's got amazing. She's planning on doing like a series of these with different animals. I'm a bit nerdy, so I don't know exactly who everyone is. This is somebody called Nipsey. I think I heard of him. This is obviously Biggie. I'm not that nerdy. Then you have obviously Marilyn Monroe, Bob Marley, Amy Winehouse. You got Prince and everything here. And then you got obviously more artwork there. And I had a bit of space here, so I added a couple of the pieces. This is Shabrain's here. This is Vlad's, and this is Teresa's over there. Incredible stuff. And then you got obviously this is actually Fumi's pieces. That from there, that put over it. Now, one of the things I wanted to do, like I said earlier, is that, you know, I want each artist have their own space where they have their business cards and the artwork can breathe. Because I've been to a lot of exhibitions where you don't know where anything is. and I've had to walk around like ages trying to find it. And so business cards are just very easily located according to each artist, as you can see. And yeah, you don't have to walk around asking people whose artwork is this, whose artwork is this. You know? So, yeah, so I've done a pretty good job in terms of getting everyone to have their own space. And yeah, I think, you know what, man, I mean, normally when I've been to exhibitions, when they've got 2 floors, normally the top floor is really strong and then the second floor is kind of like not as strong. But I'm going to tell you, you know, I think both floors are very strong. You know, I mean, some people prefer the upstairs, some people prefer the downstairs, but you know, even me, even though it's my artwork, I kind of, you know, I'm like, okay, which one's the thingy? But yeah, I think I've done I think it looks pretty great, man. And the way it looks, some incredible pieces all around. So yeah, I'm going to be doing more exhibitions. I'm going to have more artists that I've met over the last week or two, the last couple of days, and we're just adding them to the roster of people. So yeah, bigger and better, man, as we go ahead. So here's actually where all the dishes need to be washed. Yeah, right? The dishes, man. They went mad the other day. Now look at these people, isn't it? Fucking crazy. Got all the wine. Obviously the large had these thingy, but everybody was kind of like, you know, enjoying themselves. What the hell was in there, man? Okay, it's a little flask. And a toilet here, just in case we got a toilet. Yeah, I think that's about it, really. There's been a lot of fire sirens because of actually an explosion here. A couple of days, like yesterday, I think. So hopefully no one was hurt. What's happening?
You're still quite far away.
What's going on, man?
Fire. I mean, clearly by all the fire engine, but I don't see it.
I don't see a fire though, that's the thing.
It's really smoky
I
inside
spoke to a
of it.
lady there, so there was smoke going out somewhere. Yeah. Hopefully no one's hurt. I'm allowed to cross the road? Okay, thanks a lot, man.
Hello, sir.
He's called in to get to. Oh my god, they can be fire.
Gentle giant and sesame free. Hope serves virus shoots your neck with its shitty knee. Hope takes new life in an old body. Hope touches puzzles never to fit. Hope turns life into hope hugs you post-game. Slave burns down stolen master's house with anger and ammunition. Hot our West matters not for playing one team, but social distance, your prejudices are removed.
Well done, Natalie.
Thank you. Well done,
We'll
Raj.
show her
So
the-
Raj and I was in the naughty corner. Raj will show you the naughty corner.
Yeah, I want to show him the
So
infamous,
this was how I met Raj.
the infamous step. What's up, lady here? Big up, man. Big up. Like I said, man, she's my nephew. So. What's your nephew? My nephew, man. Oh, no. Yeah. Now, why are you seeing a foot? Remember, I'm talking to camera, so this is nothing. You're seeing a foot, and it's a big foot as well, yeah? Guy's 6 foot, some 5, I think, 6'4". And this is an old friend of mine called Sajid. And when we was at school in Norlington, we had our own little crew. And we was pretty nerdy, to be honest with you. Like, we probably must have looked like a freak show. Me with little fat Sikh, tall Gujarati guy here.
I wasn't that tall.
Oh, he's 6 foot something. For that age, it was
No,
tall.
I was-
No, 14, 15 when you was growing
Yeah,
up.
I started growing when I was 14.
Yeah, so I'm talking about, remember, whenever I'm going to talk about it, I'm going to be talking about 14, 15, 16, 17, yeah, those years, yeah, because those are the years where we were doing
the comics.
comics, yeah. So what happened was that me and Sajid, obviously, we love comics and stuff, right? And I designed one superhero, and he designed his one. His one was called Sajman, mine was called Rajman. And we put our kind of proposals to a newspaper called Eastern Eye, yeah? So you can see here, this is the copyright, Eastern Eye, 1990, that was published. So this was actually published. Now, I can't remember whether they paid, did they pay you?
They did pay me, but they didn't want to go with the Sajman
Yeah, so they went
concept
with
because
Marvel.
they wanted me to make a more a superhero look more Asian. Where, because
Oh
of the-
yeah, that's
so,
it. Oh,
so,
perfect.
So
yeah,
with
yeah.
your Rajman,
Yeah.
you could see the features.
Oh yeah, yeah.
of
So
the-
let me explain. So what happened is because there was a little. So these are big, right? So what they would do, they'd make them into a little comic strip, and it was at the back of the newspaper. And it's a good reasoning now when you think about it. They said they wanted a superhero that was obviously Asian. Now, obviously, when you're doing black and white, you can't tell, right? So
Yeah.
here the turban. So you can see here's the story. Let me just read a bit. Rajman, alias college boy Rajinder, takes his sweetheart home, and it's, "Come on, Rajinder, or we'll miss the bus. Don't worry, you've got plenty of time." "Oh yeah, so you have finished your homework." So he's got a turban on, right? And with all these powers, I've been missing a lot of college work. Only help. Where are you going to see what it? So what does and then, look, a Ninja Turtle page right here. So will Rajman be able to take on the creature? So, yeah, I understand that. Because I was thinking, yeah, what was the reasoning? And you said it. So
Yeah.
here he pops it. I'm not gonna lie, I actually plagiarized this from another comic. I just changed to a Ninja Turtle. It was actually a Marshmallow Man. And
I was just going to say that particular picture looks
Yeah, it was
quite
a-
similar of a Marshmallow.
yeah, it was
Man
I copied the
from
Marshmallow Man and just put a Ninja
Ghostbusters,
Turtle.
where
Yeah.
you said you
And
got
it's
Ninja
also
Turtle,
the
yeah.
popping in it. So I've got other ones, but this is the end of the thingy. So it goes, this is the last, this is the guy that they beat. And remember that the baddie was called Mad Professor Patel, yeah? So if you look here, it goes, "Oh no, she's been captured by Professor Patel. He wants to stay." So I called him Mad Professor Patel, yeah? But they wouldn't put that on. They said, "This is a bit too much, isn't it? Just call him Professor Patel."
Yeah.
And then I can't remember what this character was, though. I can't remember who he was, but basically it was some bad guy.
He was a sadistic character, wasn't he?
Yeah, but luckily the police, so this is the end boss here, so he goes, but luckily the police arrived and fired down a laser beam. He didn't even, what an idiot, he didn't even, I don't know why he did that, because the police helped him.
Yeah, do it and come back.
Oh no, that's bad. Oh, alright, so I'll take that back then, because he should have done it himself, right?
Well, if he's a superhero, he's going to be a good guy.
Yeah, so this sounds like my cue, Wok. Wok! That's a bit racist, Chinese, but 10 minutes later, how's the girl? She's okay. Did you get the professor? No. Take care, dude, and take one of my business cards. These are my piece of artwork. So he goes, the end. Once again, Rajman, the bravest and most powerful, and indeed the only Asian superhero on earth. You had an Asian superhero as well.
Yeah.
Saved the world, but his arch enemy, Professor Patel, has escaped and will perhaps come back to threaten the planet again. But you can assure that wherever there is evil, you'll find Rajman. So, yeah, I mean, I didn't actually write that because the original was written really badly here,
Yeah,
and they
yeah.
actually rewrote it
Yeah,
and
they
put it
did
in
the
there.
bubbles and everything in there too, and then they put it onto a very small.
Yeah. It was tight. It was literally became.
that small.
Yeah.
That's
Do you know, I had the thingy.
It actually looked better because
Because it reduces it and makes everything look more complicated.
Yeah.
So this was the problem we had. Like, when your character, when he wasn't wearing the uniform, he could just look like any random person. He actually could look white, yeah, because you can't make the skin color. So, yeah, it's obviously this is a Sikh guy with a turban on.
Yeah.
So I was lucky that way, yeah. So yeah, I mean, we had a good relationship with Upton to a while. I don't know, it went a bit sour, didn't it? With me, it did.
I mean, did it go sour between the two of us? I won't say
No, I'm
that.
talking about with Eastern Line.
Oh, in with Eastern Eye, yes, it did.
Yeah, so
I mean,
that-
I did create a superhero.
Yeah.
I had to sort of revamp it in a different way. Call it Eastern Star. Was wearing a jabba and that sort of thing. I had to make it in that way.
Yeah.
Because to
Where's the
make-
jumper? What is going on, man? That is... Yeah, so it's the last Saturday, so actually 10:30 now. I was going to close a bit early, but people have been walking in and out, innit? Because people are walking by to go out. They're like popping in and stuff, so we've got some people downstairs. My arm is kind of bowing because of the heat. You can see here, I need to kind of like sort that out. Next time I'll put them in frames. I have to like invest in some frames, A0s. Hopefully I can get a good price for them. Just waiting for a couple of people to leave and then we're going to shut up the shop. Tomorrow's going to be the last day. Yeah, okay. So far, good feedback, you know. I'm happy with the... Oh yeah, actually they're coming up now, so you can hear them. Alright, so let me go through this. Have a look at this, man. Oh my god. So this is a guy called Daniel. Oh my god, man. This is... And he's going to be part of our solo collective now. You know Daniel? Look at this.
Oh wow. Is he here?
Yeah, you see him. He's the Rastafarian guy.
Oh, okay.
So he come yesterday for like 5-6 hours.
Right.
So I was like, yeah, bring your
This is
stuff
his whole
down.
book.
Dude, he's published, man. This is like freaking insane. When he said he's got comics, I was expecting like, you know,
It's a graphic novel, so...
this is more than it, because this is like freaking beautiful, man. Look at the ending, look. Got all the concepts and stuff, look.
That's Daniel.
Look at this dude.
That's what I decided today.
Dude, I need something like this, man. Like, you should be doing stuff like this as well, man. This is where we can learn from each other.
This is nice.
Dude, man.
Well. We're gonna have a fantastic exhibition next time.
Yeah, we're gonna. Obviously, that it means that I can't have as much space. I'm okay with that,
Or we
man.
can have a larger
I'm
space.
gonna reduce it down to normal space size, isn't it? So everyone can have equal spacing, yeah. Because we've got more artists now. This time was one off in it. Like it was just me. When we started, it was just me and Vic in it. So we didn't know. We was like, whoever comes on board.
Yeah.
We actually even said, even if. Yeah, and like I said, man, do you know you're one of that Mexican vibe, man? It's freaking insane, dude.
I know, I wish I had time.
Now, where is it? Where is it?
It's in the framing shop, so I didn't have time because I get all mine.
I was looking at it yesterday. I was zooming in it. I like zooming in to see how done. I think that's one of your.
400 hours. That
Yeah, but that one shows 100%. Like I was zooming in and out, and I was like, okay, let me look in it, man, so I can see it. And like I said, your name, like that one's great anyway. But you know, the Army Can, but on your line doesn't do it justice, man.
It's because the when they printed it, it was
No, the reason why is like the technique on your hair is amazing here, man. Like so smooth,
You know, I
innit?
used to be really bad at drawing hair.
Yeah, but this is the thing though, like, but I couldn't see because I saw you write a comment. I'm a straight talker, innit? Yeah, I saw you write a comment on your thingy saying, okay, I'm proud of the hair, innit? And I started zooming into there. I was like, what are you proud of? Like, then when I saw it here,
Was this guy proud?
yeah, then I saw it. I was like, yeah, okay. So this is the thing. Even I'm talking to myself, but whatever I'm saying to you, I'm saying to myself. We need to up the game with our images that we put online, right? Because
That's why I prefer to get it professionally.
you know your lips here like are freaking dead. Not yours. before you. Let's just say,
my lips are nice?
let's just say, not
My
these,
lips are
right? The
nice?
lips here, yeah. I think you freaking killed. Like, I think the lips that you've done here, man. I think you freaking nailed it. Like, proper killed it, man.
If you want, I can help you.
Yeah.
There's things that we can always.
That's what I'm saying. Everybody can kind of like. Because
I like his creativity. You know, he's it's good.
Now the thing is, if Shabrain.
I can draw things. Yeah?
Now the thing is, if Shabrain. Let me tell you something. If Shabrain can mix his creativity with the level of Kelvin Okafor, like he will be like on a next level. Like, you understand? If he can combine the two, man, it'll be like mad. And not if. Let me say, not if. He's gonna do it. I just don't know when. It could be like 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, whatever, man.
You know what? Time. You know what? Opportunities happen.
But I told you.
Opportunities happen, right?
But I said to him, you know,
You
he's.
have to keep pushing yourself.
No, but I was saying to.
Can't be lazy, man.
Oh, Jag, yeah. So this is Shabrain. He's only 21, man, and his artwork is like freaking phenomenal, man.
Michael Jordan piece.
Yeah,
That was my favorite.
dude,
I
man.
love it. All my friends were dying to meet you.
Yeah.
Hip hop and style, man. They're dying to meet you. Took so much videos in the time.
Don't worry, Shabrain. This is the first of many, innit, man? We're all gonna get to know each
I want to
other.
keep working hard and another opportunity might present. So,
Shabrain, man.
all right.
I love
See
you.
you.
I have to slap you.
Yeah, like, I've got a friend
Yeah.
at Old Street Gallery. I'm gonna speak to her.
Yeah. Just keeping us updated. Whatever exhibition you're, we're gonna come down and support you, dude, man.
Alright.
Shabrain, man. We salute you, dude, man. Take care.
I come in soon.
And anyone that
Okay, everyone's packing up. Don't worry, it's not bye-bye, it's hello. And soon we'll see each other again. So weird that, you know, just a week ago, we were just setting up and now it's ended. And like, yeah. Sorry guys, I'd like to see that. Well, it's already taken, oh, it's so sad, man. Honestly, it's starting to look sad. Now I'm getting a bit sad, man. Like, I didn't realise it was going to be taken down so soon, man. Oh, God. I don't know when Vlad's going to come. Oh, God. Oh, you know, it's not see you later, it's see you soon. Because I'm just going to go off this. Yeah, so pretty sad actually. Just it's weird, man. I feel like I've known people that have exhibited for quite a long time. I only met them last week, so yeah. First of many. Mag will be down soon. Just text him, so I think he's stuck in traffic. But overall, I have to get all of this stuff out of the way as well. Overall. Okay, so I'm going to take things down. It's not that hard. Yeah.
I know it's my anxiety and everybody's telling me not to.
Oh, don't worry. If he does, we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. Don't worry. We can rationalise it. Oh God, Carlos is here when I'm here, man. Yeah. So, just looking at that. Weird. Just feels like it was just yesterday we got put down here, man. So it's all needs to be packed up. I don't know what I'm doing with this one sitting here like that. So need to get that. Oh, Victor, man. You know what, yeah? Victor, big up. And look, everybody here. And even future people that are going to be joining us, like Dan, man. We're going to, like, you know, be bigger and badder. Curtis as well. This is just the first of many, right? And like I said, we're not going to stay complacent. Me and Vic are going to keep on pushing and pushing. And as one goes up, we all go up. If one sells, all sells, right? Yeah, and this is the kind of philosophy that I want, though, yeah? One sells, all sells. Yeah, and we should feel happy that every time someone sells, that means if they can sell, we can sell as well, right?
teamwork makes the dream work.
Yeah. So like I said, we're expanding the group as well. Big up to Vlad and everybody else that you had a show yesterday. What we want to do is support each of our artists. So if any of us that has a show, what you do is tell us, and we'll come down and support you, right? Yeah. And big up to really, you know, I don't get emotional very often, yeah. I'm like a freaking stone cold machine sometimes, but I'm telling you, man, this is so sweet, man. I really, really appreciate it. And I'm telling you, you lot have made a really stressful thing that could be stressful into relatively stress, but because you were so good to work with, it was actually not as bad as it could have been, right? Like, it was actually amazing. And so I'm really grateful to everybody here, man. And Dan, we're gonna have Dan on the resort soon, man. So hopefully the next time, big up to the team, man. Take care, everybody, man. All over. You just do a quick run through. Just walk through, innit? Yeah, oh my god, they're gonna say I paid you for that, man. I didn't tell them to say that, they said it. Sorry, I'm not following you, Thomas. I'm just giving you a show everything. Thanks you, like, thanks lad, man. Here. Lad, the thingy. Can you do me a favour though, like keep these safe though, right? Just in case we might need them again in the future, right? So.
It's been a pleasure, man. Nice to
Salute for that, man. Like I said, man, I appreciate all the journeys you're taking, man.
Let me know.
100%, man. And like anything you got, I'll try my best to come down with it.
Yeah. I'm gonna do a solo expedition next year.
Oh, 100% we'll be there, man.